Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Day 1 Digital Learning. This is new for me and it's new for you, but we're going to be rock stars just like we always are. The first thing you need to make sure you do is go to the school and get a packet. If you don't have a packet or if you don't have a way to go to the school, if you will call me or text me, you can hear somebody's texting me now, at 678-378-2834, and I will bring the packet to you. The assignments on Google Classroom go hand in hand with the assignments on in the packet, so it's not extra work. There is some extension activities that Miss Thigpen has put on for science and stuff, but the math kind of goes hand in hand. So there's a paper copy and there's a digital copy. All right. Couple things that I've had questions over first is how do I log into Extra Math? So what I have on the screen on Google Classroom, I went ahead and I uploaded your pins and your username. So my email, you would put in the teacher, tina.lewis@Carroll County schools.com. Okay, and where I went is I went to students and I clicked on that. I'm gonna put that, and then I'm gonna come over here and put in your pin. So if I look, Wyatt is not showing on this one, so I'm gonna pick somebody else. I'm gonna pretend that I am Anji today. Okay, so I would type Anji and then F, and then her pin is 1776. And then you can put remember me on this device because that is you. I'm going to unclick it because I'm not Anji. And then you're going to sign in. And based on that, it should come right up. Okay? So if you have individual questions, again, let me know. All right. The next thing that I want to do is I want to show you on Google Classroom, you should have been able to access this Math Distance Learning Week 1. Okay? So if I look at it, it's going to tell me what to do. Okay, here's the math spiral for week 1. It's actually on your, it's actually in your packet too. The study guide, and then the common assessment. And then these are some other things. The great thing about our classes is we have covered everything. There's no new material. So the next few weeks you're going to spend reviewing because the Georgia Milestone so far is still on. So we don't want to get rusty, okay? Here is the paper copy. If you go to the school and get it, or if you need me to bring it to you, it says CES 5th grade home learning packet. Don't freak out. It is rather large, but that just shows you that we do a lot during the week. So here's your math. Spiral review week 24. Day 1, you're going to do the 4 problems, and then tomorrow we're going to go over those 4 problems. So when you look at it, and let me pull it up here. This is my Google Drive, and I think I have to go over here. And really, let me just do this. Let me just click on the link. There we go. How's that? There it is. So when I look at this, I have these 4 problems to go. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you can always work ahead. You don't have to, though. Please, we really want to limit your work to 2 focused hours. Now, if you try to do 2 hours at one time, you're going to get tired. So maybe set your timer and say, I'm going to do 30 minutes of math, and then I'm going to go do something. Then I'm going to go do a chore for my mom and dad. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do 30 minutes of ELA or reading, language arts, writing, so forth, and then come back and then do 30 more and then come back and then finish up all the assignments you didn't get. Tomorrow I will put a video up going over all of these so you'll know if you got it correct. Okay? And then the last thing I need to talk about, let's see, I talked about the paper. Let's see, what else does it say? The study guide, okay? We've had a lot of questions over the study guide. Study guide number 4, people have asked me. It says, what is the length of each side of a unit cube? I just want the length. Think about a unit cube. Think about one of those little bitty blocks we were using at school. And I just want the side. Because I don't have any specific units, I'm going to put 1 unit, right? Or just the number 1. Another question I've had is on question number, let's see, I think it was 34. 34, it says choose all the attributes of a trapezoid. Remember, a trapezoid is that funny one. It has 2 different definitions. Georgia uses the definition of at least 1 pair of parallel sides. So if that's the case, does it have 2 sets of parallel and equal sides? No, it doesn't. Remember, and also a trapezoid is where Mr. Zoid was trapped. The top of the triangle blew away. So at least 1 right angle. A trapezoid can have a right angle, but it doesn't have to have one. Does it have to have 4 sides? Yes, it's a quadrilateral, so it has to have 4 sides. Does it have to have at least 1 set of parallel sides? Yes, by definition of a trapezoid, it does. And then always has opposite angles that are equal. That is not true. So the correct answer for that is C and D. I'm not really sure why Flippity doesn't let you put that in, but if it doesn't, so be it. The correct answer is C and D. And then I think that was all the questions. Oh, this one where it says cubic unit. Hold on. Let me see what question was. It was, let's see. What would the volume, number 7, what would the volume of a cube that has a side length of 1 meter? Okay, the correct answer, a lot of you put 1 cubic meter. Some of you put 1 meter cubed, but all you need to put is cubic meter for your answer. Okay? All right. I will post the common assessment about Wednesday. So I'll let you do the common assessment Wednesday all the way through Friday. So a lot of you are doing great. If you have any other questions, let me know. I miss you. Please use this time wisely. I don't want you to spend all day, every day on the computer doing work. But don't get rusty either. Okay? I'll see you soon. Call me if you need me. Bye.